Well, if you've ever lived in an area without street lights or some type of illumination, you know how dangerous it can be at night.
Yeah, pretty scary. Well, 6 on Your Side consumer investigator Don Dare visited an apartment complex in Anderson County where street lights have been out since December.
Yeah, these apartments are in Rocky Top, the town formerly known as Lake City. In some rural areas of East Tennessee, street lights are a luxury. But when the government subsidizes apartments or single-family homes, there are rules managers must follow. One thing is the apartments are supposed to be safe, which means they're supposed to have outdoor lights that work.
Can't hardly see.
Guided only by their flashlight, Kim and Ricky Graham walk slowly down the sidewalk in front of their apartment. Despite complaints to their manager, the street lights here haven't worked in weeks.
And it's dangerous.
And we called her numerous times.
Yep. I've called her 3 weeks in a row and no answer.
How many of you can't see when you walk out in front of your apartments at night? That's just about all of you. We talked with 20 people from Creekwood Apartments in Rocky Top. They're fed up with their lights being on the blink.
We want some light around here. I mean, when you open your door at nighttime, you can't even see who is at your door.
You've told management here?
Yes, they've been told.
And?
Well, they just don't do nothing about it.
For Grace Ellis, it's been dark in front of her place for 6 weeks.
That's when I first noticed them.
Just before Christmas.
A week before Christmas, they were out.
With no porch lights at about half of the 42 apartments, it's tricky finding the keyhole to get into the front door. To illuminate porches, some families have turned their bedroom lamps into outdoor lights. Roy Harmon is a little more basic in his approach.
I just ran a cord out from outlet in the house and tied it up with a string and made me a light.
To be fair, roughly 40% of the street lights do work. They were fixed in early January. Built more than 30 years ago, Creekwood Apartments are privately managed by a company out of Knoxville. The government-subsidized multifamily apartments are for low-income, elderly, and the disabled. USDA's Rural Development Agency provides oversight. We noticed the manager is scheduled to show up twice a week, 4 hours each day.
She's not here.
She doesn't show up.
She hasn't showed up since what, January 5th?
Somewhere around there.
Roy Harmon took us to the breaker box, which he says has been giving the maintenance man trouble for a long time.
And the last time Ronnie tried to turn it back on for us, sparks flew out of it and he said, I'm done, I'm not messing with it no more. Right here, if you flip these on, it sparks and goes right back off.
We contacted USDA's Rural Development Agency about the problems here. They wrote us saying, on January 21st, the government was told by apartment management the lights had been out only for a week, that maintenance had tried to locate the short, but due to bad weather, they couldn't find the problem. When we visited 10 days ago, everyone had one simple request.
What do I want? Well, we all want the lights.
A few days ago, a crew from Knoxville was busy working on the problem, finding a number of underground wires, old and frayed.
They got some good people working here in Broadway Electric. They got good men work for them, and I believe by afternoon we'll all have lights.
And they were back on, all of them pleasing the residents here. USDA's Rural Development Agency responded quickly to our initial inquiry the week before last. Rural Development tells WATE 6 on Your Side it is going to require management at Creekwood Apartments to keep them up to date on repairs at the complex.